Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about a plant which is really known for its vibrant and colorful leaves along with its striking patterns, and it's none other than Aglaonema. Its botanical name is Aglaonema, and commonly people call it as Chinese evergreen or poison dart plant. And earlier, the only cultivar of Aglaonema was found in green and cream colors, but now you can find them in various colors such as red and pink. And being the native to the Southeast Asia, it is a tropical plant, which means that it loves high humidity and it can be grown like 1 to 2 feet tall even in indoors, and it's a perennial plant, which means it's going to last for a longer for many years if you take care it well. And since it is known for its variegated beautiful long leaves, it can be kept as a piece of decor in your living areas or in any corner of your room, in your dining area, or wherever you want. It's going to enhance the beauty of your home. It can be kept in your offices, and you must have seen it in the malls, and they are really beautiful. So let's just talk about what does it demand and how can we take care of this particular plant indoors. So let's talk about light conditions for this particular plant. I would say that aglonemas, they prefer bright to medium indirect light, or they can also thrive in the low light, but make sure that don't keep them in the direct sunlight because it may cause their leaves to turn brown, or you will find that your plant is little bit wilted because of the direct sunlight. So if you have the green ones, I would say then you can keep them in the dark or in the low lit area. But if you have the pink ones and the red ones, then keeping them in the bright direct light would be the best suited place for them. So I would recommend placing them in the east facing window would be fine, but don't keep them in the direct contact of sunlight or in the direct sun. So partial shade or indirect bright light is okay for them. They are going to do well and they are going to grow. So next thing is potting mix and fertilizer. When it comes to potting mix, I would recommend that Anglonemas, they prefer to be in well draining soil, or the soil should be light in weight. So I would recommend you can get any indoor potting mix, well draining potting mix, or if you want you can make it at home by adding one part of garden soil, one part of compost, one part of cocoa peat or cocoa coir, and one part of sand or perlite. Mix them together. You can make your potting mix at home as well. And when it comes to fertilizing, I would say they are not pretty demanding plants. If you want, you can fertilize them twice in every like twice in a year, once in spring and once in summer. It's up to you. You can fertilize them once in a year. They are going to be fine. Like my Aglaonema, you can see I have fertilized them like I always fertilize them once in a year. That's it. I don't overdo with fertilizing my plants. So if I just provide them right amount of water and right amount of uh, light, that is fine, and they do well. And let's talk about temperature. I would recommend keeping them between 65 to 75 degree Fahrenheit, or less, let's say between 18 to 30 degrees Celsius would be the best temperature for them. Avoid keeping them too close to your AC vent. They love to thrive in the hot and humid climates than the cold. So, and the next thing is toxicity. So are these plants toxic in nature? I would say yes, little bit. So if you have pets and kids at home, so just keep them away from this plant. Make sure that they don't ingest this. And when it comes to repotting your Aglaonema, I would say that these plants are actually slow growing plants, which means that they root bound not too quickly. I mean, you don't have to repot them frequently. So I think once in every 3 years or whenever they are root bound, I mean, it takes time. Then you can repot them. If you find the signs, you can repot them, but I'm pretty sure that you don't have to repot them once you just bought home, and then you just brought home, and you don't have to repot it for at least for a couple of years. And so my this particular plant is like it's almost 3 years plus, and I remember that I repotted it last year. I mean, when it was, I think, 2.5 years old. So don't worry about repotting. And now here comes the tricky part: watering and humidity. So when it comes to watering your aglaonemas, be careful, always check your soil before watering your plant, and there has to be a gap of at least there has to be a gap between the two watering. And I would say that always check your soil with your fingers or with a popsicle stick 2-3 inches down. If it comes out clear, only then water your aglaonema. Or if it some moisture comes with it, or if you see some soil coming out with your stick or within your fingers, then do not water it. Wait for a couple of days and then you can water it. And do not, at the same time, I would say that do not let your soil dry out completely, but make sure that once the top 2-3 inches soil is dry, then water it, and check it with your fingers or with your popsicle stick. So when it comes to humidity, I would say that aglaonemas, they love to be in high humid atmosphere since they are the tropical plants. You can create humidity around your plant by keeping a pebble tray or gravel tray underneath your plant, or you can group your aglaonemas with other plants. You can keep them together so that they kind of create humidity for themselves, or you can place a humidifier close to your plant, or the last option is like you can use a spray bottle. You can mist around the leaves, so whenever you see that your plant is looking a little bit dull, you can mist around the leaves, and they will be refreshed again. You will see that the leaves are again looking bright and shiny. And if you see any pest attack on your plants, such as a spider mite, mealybugs, or a scale, you can treat them with insecticidal soap, or you can just use a dish soap diluted with water, and you can add in some like few drops of neem oil, and you can just spray it around the leaves, and you can treat your plant with this. And that's it's all about aglaonema. If you are a beginner, I would say just bring this plant home. It's such a beautiful foliage plant which is known for its variegated leaves, and it's a really low maintenance plant. And that's all from my side. If you really like this video, give a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. I will come up with another video on some other house plant. Till then, take care, stay safe, and happy planting. Bye.